So you will get only 1 minute. Today I'll not ask more cross question, but I could not stop myself when you speak anything wrong. I have to ask questions. But today I will try that I should not ask any cross question. Okay, your time starts now. You have only 1 minute and you have to.
So my question is, describe your childhood. So if I talk about my childhood, so my childhood was very naughty and very interesting. In my childhood, I didn't like to go to school. That's why I made lots of excuses, like I have stomachache and I have headache. So my father sent me to school. That's why I cried more and more. And in my childhood, I had lots of ambitions because I wanted to become all the things. But still I have ambitions, but less compared to that time. And in my childhood, I loved to teaching. That's why I forced my sister to sit here and I will teach you. And I also my cousin, I forced her, you sit here, I will teach you. They were very little, they don't know anything, but I forced her. And I loved to check copies. I wanted to become ma'am in my childhood because my ma'am scolded me, so I wanted to scold anyone. So one day I checked my copy myself, so my teacher scolded me. After that I didn't check my copy. Thank you. So this is my childhood.
You don't teach your sister.
Sir, I teach, but they were didn't like studying that time, and I was.
And you were saying they had no idea about learning.
Sir, they have no idea, and they
you
don't.
had idea about teaching.
Yes, sir, I have idea.
Okay, good. So please give her a big hand. Next, you have taken 20 more seconds. Next. You have limited time.
Yes, sir.
60 seconds. And your time is going to start now.
So the question is, describe your childhood. So if I talk about my childhood, so my childhood was very interesting, and I enjoyed a lot in my childhood. And old people say that childhood is a very best memory in our life. And in childhood, I spent my lots of time with my grandmother, because my grandmother was my best friend, and she always telling me story. She used to tell me story, and I enjoy when I listen her stories. And in my childhood, I used to go school with my brother, and I enjoy there also with my friends. And I love to I used to play marbles also in my childhood. And when I play marble, that time my mother scolded me. And I also play earthen and utensils. I love to play with my brothers. And thank you.
Earthen utensils?
मिट्टी के बर्तन.
Earthen utensils you are playing.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Good. Next. When I say next, some people they start making their mouth. How are you?
I am fine.
I will not ask any question.
Okay, sir.
You know today's question?
No, sir.
You don't know what you have to describe today?
So my question is, describe your childhood. So my childhood is very interesting. So that time I like go to school. So firstly, if talk about my 4th class, when I go first day in my class, so my friend is not happy with me. So I made one fan for my all friends.
Fan.
Yes, sir.
As a friend.
Fan.
Handmade fan.
Hand fan. So
Handmade fan.
in my 4th class childhood, I make a fan hand with वो क्या बोलते हैं, copy दफ्ती.
With copy. Okay.
With
copy cover.
with copy cover, I made fan. So my friend is very happy, and my talent is very good. Rukmani, you are very
You are
great.
very talented.
You are very talented, and she said, give me also. I check your fans. Your fans is very.
She said?
Yes, sir. She is studying with me.
Okay.
And one time I play marbles with my brother. So he is सच चुरा लिया.
I stole. She stole.
He stole.
अच्छा, you're playing marbles.
He stole my marbles. So I think, where is my marble?
Where my
When?
marbles have gone.
Yes, sir.
And after that, I also have started stealing others' marbles.
Yes, sir. So
Do you steal marbles?
So what?
Do you steal marbles? Churati thi? Did you steal marbles
No,
in
sir.
childhood?
I bought. खरीद.
You were playing marbles?
Yes, sir.
How many games were there in marbles?
Sir.
कौन से? Tell some games name.
Only marbles game.
Many different games are there.
Only sir, only.
I said marble there.
I don't know.
Games, there were many different types.
Sir, I
games.
don't know name.
You don't know?
No, sir.
I also have forgot. Okay, please have a seat.
Sir, make a circle and one T shape and one U shape. We can play. And one circle.
There are many games. Did you play marbles in your
No,
childhood?
sir. Only I kept marble because I like marble.
I like to see marbles.
Yes, sir. No, for decorate. Sir,
So you are decorating
Yes,
marble?
sir. Only alone I decorated and मतलब circle and one marble निकालना sir.
I took out one marble.
And on marble sir running that scene I liked very. Not play.
Okay, so tell some other things about
Okay.
your childhood.
I'm going to describe my childhood. If I talk about my childhood, then my childhood was very good because my parents, my sibling loved me a lot because I am youngest. My elder brother had taught me a little bike in childhood. He used to play with me, and in childhood I used to play. I used to take soil because in childhood I like to take soil, and I didn't like go to school, but I like to teach. And when I play teacher game, that time I became teacher, and I teach my neighbors. I used to teach my neighbors, and my father has taught me how to ride bicycle, and I like watch TV. When I watch TV, that time in movie hero was died. That time I start weeping because that time I thought hero was died for always. But when I saw other movie, he
He's alive.
yes, he is alive. That time I become very happy. And
जिंदा हो गया.
yes, and my best friend name is Kajal Banu. She lives near my house, and in childhood I had stolen her toys. We were playing together, and she kept her toys in Almira. She had gone outside, and I had stolen her toys and come back home. After few minutes she came my house and she said me, this is my toys. That time I said no, this is my toy, and we were starting quarreling, and I had not given her toys, but after few days I had given her toys because we are best friend. Thank you, sir.
So you were stealing toy in your childhood.
Yes, sir. Only by my best friend, not other.
Okay, good. Next. So what is your name?
My name is Kajal.
My name is. I will not tell.
Today's
Okay.
question is describe your childhood. So I was very naughty in my childhood, and I didn't like go to school. I used to play with my brothers and neighbors, and sometime I quarreled with my neighbors and friends. So my mother scolded me that time, and my whatever I said with my grandmother that I wanted. So she always provided me all the things. So and I was very naughty. One time I stolen guava in guava forest. That time my mother banned me with a wall, and and beating me with sticks. And that time I feel very bad. I felt very bad that my mother didn't love me.
And after that, now what do you think?
She loved me a lot.
She loves me a lot.
Yes, she loves me a lot. And whenever I go outside, that time it means when I go with my relatives, that time my mother start weeping.
Your mother starts crying.
Yes. And I also, when she said I will go maternal uncle home for 1 or 2 days, so I start crying.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next. Where are you going?
Good morning, everyone. So today my question is describe your childhood. Here I am going to describe my childhood. In my childhood, when I came BKT first time, where in my fufu's home, and where I was living, there was no electricity. But I came in BKT when I saw first time electricity, and me and my and I saw electricity first time, and whole night I didn't sleep.
I could not sleep.
I could not sleep whole night. Me and my Siraj brother, I play games like Ludo and marbles and toys. Then everyone is saying Gulabsa sleep, but I didn't sleep. I think
I was just looking at the light.
I think this is not. I think this is not night. I think it is day. That's why I didn't sleep. But switching off. Then I after sleep. I think this is night. And one time I in my stay here in BKT. One time I stole monies in my Asias, only 2 rupees. But still, and my fuffus scold me lot of. Then I'm so sad because this is this is not good person. That's why. This is my childhood, so thank you.
So that's why Asiya quarrels with you because you had stolen 2 rupees in childhood.
Sir, I don't have a money, and I
didn't have money that
I
time.
didn't have a money, and Asya has 4 rupees.
So now give her 2 rupees back.
No, sir. Then sir, my fufu scolded me. That's why that's a 2 rupees in very heavy.
So now you can give her and say now you should not quarrel with me.
No, sir. This is my childhood,
It
not
was your childhood, but now you can return her 2 rupees.
Sir. 2 rupees.
Do you want 2 rupees back?
Okay,
Why you
today I give. Okay, today I give.
I will
2
give you
rupees.
after class.
Okay, after class.
Give her right now. Give her right now.
Sir, I'm.
Give her right now. No, she will give you right now. She will give you right now. Give her 5 rupees. She will return 3 rupees. She will return 2 रुपए के चक्कर में पिछले 13 साल से झगड़ा हो रहा है.
Sir, not visit there because me and my sister not quarrel because she didn't. Sir, पता ही नहीं इसको चला. She didn't know because sir, this is you don't count. This is not count money. This is not count money, and I count after every day. I
Now
count
she is
money.
happy. You have given her 5 rupees. So now she is. Are you happy now?
Sir, she didn't given 5 rupees. She only given 2 rupees. She didn't.
अच्छा.
I don't return 3 rupees.
I don't want 3 rupees. You can keep 5 rupees.
Okay. Thank you very much.
2 rupees is equal to 2 crore. Next. Come. Don't take time now.
So today's question is describe your childhood. So if I talk about my childhood, so I have already forgotten all memories about my childhood, but still I can remember some sweets and bitter memories. So I would like to share with all. So in childhood I was very naughty, and my all siblings scolded me a lot because they all went to college and school, and I stay at home alone. So that time I went outside for playing. So that's why, and they also loved me a lot, and I also used to play marbles and gilli danda, and I love to climb to tree, and I didn't like to go schools, and I also didn't like that time study, and one day I went outside. I don't told anyone at my home, and when I come back my home, so that time my sister beat me a lot. So because see, at my home no one can, my father is also outside, and I stay at home, and I also play with my
cousins, and I also used to play hide and seek, and that's much. Thank you.
Okay, good. Next. So how was your childhood?
So very interesting my childhood.
Very interesting. Okay.
Yes,
Start now. Start sharing.
If I talk about my childhood, so my childhood was very interesting, and I share one story. I think I was 4 year old when I took admission in primary school, but I didn't go in primary school. But I gone primary school. I gone primary school. I stand on the road in sunlight. One auntie tell my mother, your daughter stood in sunlight on the road, and my mother bring me at home, and I was going to in primary school, because my brother and my cousin brother and cousin sisters was going private school. That's why I'm not going.
I did not want to go to primary school.
I did not want to go primary school, and but I took admission in primary school. That's why I am going to primary school.
And after that, you in private school.
Yes,
I
sir.
got admission in private school.
I got admission private school. Then
I started going to private
private
school.
school.
Okay. Next.
Hello everyone, my name is Ankul. Today I am going to share about my childhood. So I studied in primary school, and there are only 2 classes to study, and then I took admission in private college. So if I talk about primary college, so primary college that time is not
Did you
conducted.
drink today?
No sir. Sir, today I don't prepare any topic, so that's why I try to in fast.
So when you don't prepare anything, you start speaking fast.
Yes, sir. Because I am very scared.
Hmm?
Without thinking, you can speak.
Start.
So
Are you fine now?
yes, I'm fine, sir.
Start.
So if I talk about primary school, so that time is primary school condition not good, and I was going only for enjoy, and also children also going for enjoy, and primary school.
Your parents?
No sir.
Okay. Continue.
Then I took admission in private college, and private school. Then I took admission in private college. So I went to go. I went to go take admission.
I went only.
I went take admission in private college. So I was very scared, and scared. And I was very scared, and I got admission. My teacher made me sit in the classroom, and so there was often sometimes there was lunch, and there were classes are same. So I forgot my classes, and I sit in the another class. So children's looking at me as if I am an alien, and that time I felt I have to come in another planet. So I had lots of fun in my childhood.
So sometime I also feel that you are alien.
As your wish.
As my wish.
Yes.
Okay, good. So please give us the word. Next come. No option. I am left with no option. Yesterday you said I am left with no option. No problem. You have to just describe your childhood. बस बचपन के बारे में ही तो बताना है. After that, Neetu. तुमने हमारी माइक का गला दबा दिया. Start.
So the question is describe your childhood. So sir. Okay.
In my childhood, I am
Sir,
describing
rest-
your childhood. In my childhood, I was very small. Start explaining like this.
Okay, sir. In my childhood, I was
I was very small.
no sir.
No, I was very big.
No sir. I was I was very small, sir.
Okay.
When I was when I was studying in 4th class, so I was go. I went every day school with my uncle. He was studying in 5th class. That time I think I was 4-year-old and my uncle was 8 or 9-year-old.
And he
So-
was studying in 5th class and
Yes,
you were in
sir.
4th class.
First class.
Achha, in first class.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
okay. You were
I was studying first class, sir. When I went I went school with my uncle and my cousin sister. Sir, every day I take lunch. Sir, every day he takes lunch.
with me.
No, sir.
Uncle.
My lunch. He
Achha, uncle used to take my lunch.
yes.
Very naughty
Sir,
uncle.
yes, sir. He always he took my lunch, and I always complained with. And I always complained my teacher. He and
Uncle takes my lunch every
yes,
day.
sir. My uncle takes lunch my every day, and she always beaten him after coming home.
Uncle starts beating me.
No, sir. He always complained my father, and my father always beaten me.
Your mother starts beating at home.
No, ma'am. No, sir. गड़बड़ हो रहा है.
गड़बड़ हो गया. ऐसे कैसे गड़बड़ हो जाता है? No problem. That is your problem. You need good doctor.
She enjoyed past, that's why.
So when we start enjoying anything, so we even forget our name also. Next, who is left? Come.
Sir.
Do you have cat at your home?
Yes, sir.
How many cats do you have?
Both cats, sir. All very interesting story about the cats, sir.
Cats?
Yes,
That's is very well.
Sir, starting from cat story, sir.
Let's start from cat. Okay, I'm taking.
I love cat, and I used to feed a cat. She is very small, and her mother expired. After that, I had always buffalo in my home, so I used to feed her, and after 2 or 3 days, one day she was not available in my home. She went any other place, and after that I didn't give the milk, and after that she come, and that time my entire family was sleeping, and she start biting.
She start by.
Yes.
Okay, this is the same jeans. This is the same jeans of your
Sir.
friend.
She bited me and my two sisters, and we had to take the injection. After 2 years, I have also a cat, and I started to feed. So my sister said, "Don't try it again. It is very costly." But that cat was not biting me, so she lived in my home.
No, still you have cat?
Yes.
Okay. So what did you give the name of your cat?
No, nothing, sir. There is no
Cat-
name, sir.
cat-
वो बस आती है खा के चली जाती है. And when we didn't feed them, she around her.
She comes home every day and you
Yes.
feed.
Yes, sir. So starting from my childhood,
It was your childhood.
No,
It
sir.
was the childhood
it
of
was
your
the cat childhood, sir.
So you want to tell something about
Yes,
your?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so just do it fast. You have 30 seconds more.
Yes, sir. So there is nothing special in my childhood. I was a normal kid like other, and everyone said that I am very naughty. I was also naughty, and in my home I used to play क्या बोलते हैं marbles, but I never win marbles. Never won marbles, and I used to play cricket, gilli danda. I am very good in study. I am very habitual to go into school. I was every day, मतलब I used to go every day to school, and अब तो सब भूल ही गया.
Okay, good. So please give her a next. Next, come.